Well, well, well. It is finally out, folks, beyond the Baltic Sea. Take a look. All these new cities that we can go to on the map. I am so excited to start exploring this area. We got to most of Scandinavia before we went to this area, so I'm happy about that. Obviously, we will finish off the rest of the cities. We gotta do the southern part of Scandinavia the most, but we got through most of it so far, which I'm happy about. I do want to update you on one thing before we head to Beyond the Baltics, and that's that I got rid of the one loan, so I now only have 113,000. I calculated that I don't know if I'm gonna quite have enough money to buy a second truck and hire a driver because I have to expand my garage, which costs 300,000 as well. So we'll see. I'm gonna do this for drive for a couple days, see how much money I make, and then we'll kind of go from there and see what happens. But guys, we can now also make our first delivery with our new truck, which is awesome because I have a truck and trailer now. So I want to go to somewhere interesting in the new area, and I had looked before I did the episode, and I found a job to Tallinn, and I don't think it's showing up now. Tallinn, there it is. All right, so folks, we're gonna take used packaging to Tallinn. The reward is a lot, 1525, but that's because the ferry price is 270, so we're really only gonna make like 300 euros from this, and that's for an 11-hour drive. So honestly, we're not really gonna make much because of the ferry trips. Kind of don't really help out when it comes to money, because you know you get paid per the kilometer, not how long it takes to get there. So we are going to go to the Netto, get some used packagings. Let's go ahead and hop into our brand new Scania truck. There it is. All right, why is it going backwards? That thing, parking brake was not on or something. There we go. Wow, you really got to put the parking brake on or else we were going to be in trouble, weren't we? All right, so for some reason my trailer got disconnected. I think it's because there it is. I think it's because of the game update. So let's go ahead and get this thing. It's already started up, so we can go ahead and get the parking brake off. Oops. And go ahead and put it into drive. Let's go ahead and connect my good old trailer. As you can see, we got 0 miles on this brand new truck, so that is pretty exciting. But I hope you guys are having a good Thursday afternoon. Does this thing want to go into reverse? There we go. It's been a pretty good week for me so far. I've been obviously anticipating the Beyond the Baltic DLC more than anything else. That's what I've been most looking forward to. But it's been a good week. I just finished up one of my classes for the fall. All we have left is the last test and then the final. Man, this thing really wants to move. I don't have the parking brake on. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and attach that trailer. Let me adjust my chair here. And we are good to go. Let's take one more look at this trailer. If you didn't see it at the end of the last episode, how beautiful is that? The light blue on the truck, and then the dark blue on the trailer with my logo on it. There's my nameplate. We really got ourselves a beautiful truck, and I'm so excited to start driving it. Let's go ahead and put it into drive. And go ahead and turn the parking brake off. And let's go ahead to pick up our first ever cargo in our new trailer. So obviously there's only a few types of trailers available for purchase in the game so far. I think they're going to be adding more, and I hope they do. I hope you can add like a fuel tanker and all that kind of stuff, because at this point you can't, and I want to be able to do those kinds of deliveries, so we'll see what happens with that. Alright, the other cool thing is I'm actually going to be able to you know, drive through different parts of cities a lot more that I have a trailer, because it used to be you just go to where your delivery is and you drop it off and then you teleport to the next one with your new truck. Now, when I finish a delivery, I'm actually gonna have to drive to pick up the next one, which means a lot more driving through the cities like this, which would be good, because I've only discovered one recruitment agency so far, I noticed, which is obviously bad because I'm gonna try to hire some more drivers soon, and I haven't discovered any other truck dealers, which fortunately there's a Scania in Sweden, or in Stockholm, which is exactly what I was looking for, which is good. But as I said, my week's been pretty good so far. Looking forward to the weekend. Taking a road trip with a friend of mine to West Virginia, so that'll be fun. Get some hiking in, some more outdoor activities before the end of the semester. Hard to believe there's only 2 weeks left after this, and one of that is finals week. It really has gone fast, and it's honestly been kind of a blur the last couple months, to be honest. Alright, let's navigate this roundabout real safely. There we go. The good thing is, I don't have to worry about carrying doubles anymore. Unless I buy a doubles trailer, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Because as you guys know, my record with doubles is not necessarily good. It'll be nice to just have this trailer for a long, long time now and not have to worry about it. It's also nice to finally just have our own truck. Of course, the other thing that I'll have to be doing different in the upcoming videos is actually stopping for fuel and stopping to rest, which also means no more having to drive through the nights every night, so I'm really happy about that as well. Alright, let's go ahead and exit here. We do need to head to the port, Nina Shaman, which will get us over to Estonia. There's a few new ports. One new port city in Sweden, as I mentioned in the last episode, and one new one in Germany to connect you to the Baltic states. That's a long ferry ride from Germany all the way to the Baltic states. That's got to take well over 24 hours. Alrighty, haven't been on this side of Stockholm in a while. Actually, I don't know if I've been on this side of Stockholm in the game yet. Maybe I have at the beginning, but I'm not sure. It's like this little area outside of the city. Alright, pull into the Netto. Alrighty. Find our job offer. We'll go to the cargo market, of course. And we will go to Tallinn, Estonia. 11 hours and 48 minutes, 1,270 euro ferry price, 1525 reward. Used packaging, standard delivery, so let's go ahead and take it, and we'll go ahead and head back to load up our cargo, which I've done it on my other profile because I bought a trailer on there with a truck I already owned, but I haven't done it on this one yet, so I'm super excited to actually do it on this profile. Alright, this looks like a bit of a tricky one. I think I know what I'm gonna try to do here. Seems to work when I come in at an angle, so let's just go ahead and turn all the way around. All the way, straighten it out down here. And then put it into reverse. And go ahead and start backing it up. Alright. There we go. Turn the wheel to the left to go out the right mirror. This is gonna make me have to get a lot better at backing up trailers, because now I have to. Whoa! I think we're about to hit that other. Yeah, we're about to hit that other guy. Turned in a little bit too early, didn't I? We're gonna get a lot better at this because we have no choice but to get better at this now. All right, let's go ahead and straighten it out a little bit. All right, that'll work better. Now we turn it in. As I did say, in real life you would have people guiding you, which I think maybe there's a mod that does that. I would like to see that be added into the game. People actually standing there and directing you in. I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, so we kind of got it in. Let's move up a little bit here. Straighten it out. Alright, looks like it still needs to go. Put it into reverse. Still needs to go. Whoa. Still turning the wheel the wrong way. If you want it to go out if you want the trailer to go to the right mirror, you got to turn the wheel to the left. That's what I need to start actually learning. I know I say it every episode, but I still can't seem to figure it out properly. All right, there we go. That looks good. All right, go ahead, put it into neutral. All right, it's a little crooked, but it'll do. And, oh, I don't want to detach the trailer. Whoops. My bad. See, I'm just used to detaching the old trailers. Okay, so we gotta stop the engine. Get that off, put the parking brake on, and go ahead and load the cargo. Which, as you can see, weird. Oh, it's raining. That's what that sound was. I was gonna say that was a weird sounding animation for loading cargo. Alright, cargo has been loaded. We can go ahead and follow the route to the target company. let's take a look at our route today. We'll be leaving Stockholm and going to the north and going to Kapellskär, which is the new port city, so we get to check that out, which I'm excited about. And then it looks like Paldiski will be the ferry that will enter Estonia on, and then Tallinn is right where we'll make our delivery. So it should be a pretty short drive, actually. I think we'll probably fit in 2 in this episode. Let's go ahead and get this engine started up. Alrighty, get these windshield wipers, get the lights on, get the windshield wipers on. Get to drive in the new and improved rain, too, which will be exciting. Alright, park and brake off, and let's go ahead and start our first delivery with our brand new trailer, our first delivery to Beyond the Baltic Sea. So excited to finally do this. I've been waiting for this forever. I might as well talk about the game updates that I've heard about. Wow, that rain's really loud. Very loud. Definitely new sound animations compared to in the past. But the new rain on the windshield looks really nice. The way the wiper kind of pushes it to the side on the left side. I don't know how well that shows up in the video, but it sure looks nice on here. And I noticed that you really have to hold the brakes. Alright, this cop's gonna let me go. Thank you. Nice wide turn here. I want to hit a cop car. Alright, we're good. We are good. But I do like the new rain effect. But anyway, I was gonna say they did another SCS live stream to talk about the new game update and the new DLC, and they talked about future map expansions. And I know it's so early to talk about future map expansions, but they said there's 2 or 3 regions that could be the next map expansion. And they said overall they're looking at 5 or 6 eventual map expansions for the game. So they did say Northern Scandinavia will not be the next one, so we'll just have to rely on pro mods for that, I guess. But what they did say is that eventually Russia will be expanded. They said it'll probably take 4 to 5 years for the rest of the map to be completed, which is pretty crazy. But they are thinking that eventually they want to do the rest of Russia, which is cool. But that leaves, 4 to 5. One's going to be Northern Scandinavia, one's Russia, one's got to be Ireland, and I would guess maybe Iceland as well. But I would have to say that the most likely for the next ones are the Balkans, which are like, all the way down to Greece, all those countries. That's probably either that or Spain and Portugal, which is the Iberian Peninsula, is going to be the most likely for the for the next map expansion. But again, they didn't really say. All they said is, they're already working on it. They were already working on the Baltic expansion when the previous one came out, which was Italy. So I'm guessing that it's going to be one of those. The only disappointing thing is the fact that it could take 4 or 5 years, and then think, how long is it going to take for American Truck Sim to get the whole country? It could be 7 or 8 years before the whole country's in on that game, which is quite crazy to think about, that it could be that long. But I guess you just gotta keep playing and keep enjoying the game, and it'll slowly get added on. The only question is what's gonna happen when I eventually discover all the cities. I hope that Pro Mods comes out with a US package or something like that, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. That's kind of the main points of the live stream. They talked about a lot of the other updates. They did say that detours are coming to Euro Truck Sim eventually too, which, as I mentioned in the last episode, we kind of expected that. Let's turn these windshield wipers up. It's actually fallen pretty heavy. Just another standard day in Stockholm when it comes to weather. That seems to be what it always does around here, is rain, rain, rain. And it looks like we'll get there at 10 o'clock, so it'll be dark, and then we can sleep right after that, and then have another daytime delivery, which is pretty sweet. Alright, Oslo, Vasteras. We'll exit for that. Head, of course, to the new port city. Pretty cool to see a new city in Sweden. Who would have expected that? And of course, Germany, a lot of northern Germany, the roads have been reworked and the scenery's been reworked as well. So when we do get to Germany, hopefully it'll look a lot nicer than it has in the past. Eventually, they're going to still rework all of Germany, and I think England eventually. They want to redo all the old areas of the map. And I think that's good, because, whoa, brakes are definitely a little bit different than they were before the game update, I can say that. But I think that's good. I think the Netherlands is the best looking part of the original game map. They did a fantastic job in the Netherlands. I love driving there on this game. But to be honest, Germany is kind of it's kind of iffy, and the UK is kind of iffy as well. And those areas are definitely the parts of the game that, you know, need the most expansion. I think Scandinavia is my favorite part of the map. I'm sure the Baltics is going to be their best one yet, though. Not that I've seen France or Italy yet to say. Alright, we should be at this port quite soon, because I believe it's just down this highway. Let's see. Yep, just up this E18 road. And there goes the rain. Alright, so the rain kind of going away now. Can lower those windshield wipers a little bit. That's kind of nice. So all this is new. All this highway is new. This was not in the game before. And I must say, I'm surprised how deciduous the trees are. I thought that it would be a lot more, wait. I don't want the engine retarder. I want the... That's still a problem with my wheel. I'm hitting the wrong button. I want to get the cruise control on and not the engine retarder. Oh my. But I'm surprised it's like all deciduous out here. Not many pine trees at all. Maybe as we get closer to the coast, that's kind of what is more common in this part of Sweden. Of course, I'm used to kind of being on the other... I've been on the other side of Sweden and Norway a lot recently, and it's a lot more pine trees out there for sure. 93 miles, 94 miles so far on this truck. Makes you realize, like, look how quick that's going up. 96, 97, 98. A mile was really condensed to just like a tenth of a mile or something like that. It's definitely a lot. It's definitely a lot quicker. Let's go ahead and get over here. The game's definitely condensed. It's not real size. Not like Microsoft Flight Simulator or any of the flight sim games, which it's amazing that they have the entire real world and real life size modeled. I mean, obviously the difference, SCS, I believe, has placed every single one of these trees in the map individually, which is truly ridiculous if you think about it, how long it takes all this grass, all these trees. I mean, that's just beyond incredible that they did that. And that they added this fence looks really nice. All of this looks really nice out here. All of this new area in the game. Those are cool. Little dirt roads, whatever's down there. I have no idea. Well, the brakes are definitely better. I don't tap the brake and it doesn't go to a halt immediately. So I must say, this game update, I feel like it's made the brakes better, if anything. I actually have to put some pressure on the brake. That was something I was complaining about right in the last episode. One thing I always wonder too is you always have those intersections with blocked off directions, and you always wonder if they're going to add on to them eventually. That's a scenic lake. A lot of pine trees back here, actually. We're suddenly finding some more. I love these back Scandinavian roads. All right, Kapellskär. Get to discover another city, and I wonder if it'll give me an achievement because I've never been to it before. I haven't been getting the Steam achievements on this profile because I've been to almost every city in Scandinavia on my old profile. Not everyone, but almost everyone. So, you know, unfortunately, I haven't really gotten any Steam achievements yet. Of course, I'm going to get a ton when I get to the new part of the map. Alright, Kapellskär discovered, and no Steam achievements, so I guess I didn't make it one of the Scandinavian ones. Naantali Paldiski, Polaris Lines. Alright. Let's go ahead and take this ferry. There's the Estonian flag, the Finnish flag. All new things to see. Alright, nice and slow through this ferry terminal. European Union flag and the Swedish flag. Very nice. And there's the ship that we'll be taking, and I think we actually get to drive onto it this time. I hope we get to drive onto it. A lot of the terminals you don't. Oh, that's cool. That must be like the walkway from that to the ship. That's cool. And there's job opportunities from Polaris Lines. Alright, yep, we get to just drive right onto the back of the ship. Sweet. There is the Baltic Sea, folks. That blue right there. That is it. we're gonna go beyond it to the other side. It's our first sighting of the Baltic Sea. Alright, to view the... Let's go ahead and put the parking brake on, put it in neutral, turn the engine off. View the destinations. We want to go to BALTIC, 9 hours and 30 minutes. $12.70 price for the ferry. That is expensive. Alrighty, realistic graphics mod. That's Calais. That's on the whole other side of the map. Alrighty, guys, we have made it. Welcome to Estonia, Baltic Tourist, 1 out of 35. Alright, let's go ahead and put it in drive, turn that parking brake off. Go ahead and exit the ship. Alright. Welcome to Estonia, ladies and gentlemen. Only 17 minutes from our delivery. Well, there's the moon. Check that out. Oh, the speed limit's only 20. My god. How slow am I supposed to go through this? Ship looks pretty cool at night, too. I love how, like, the first time I discover a new part of the map, and it's at nighttime. Pretty ironic. So I've actually been to Latvia and Lithuania on the game before. That was with Pro Mods. I went to both of those countries, so I'll be curious to see how Pro Mods does it versus how it's done in real life. Republic of Estonia, SD Verabak or something like that. Hard to believe, too, it's only our 4th country in the game. Sweden, we've been to Sweden, we've been to Norway, we've been to Finland, and now Estonia. So really only 4. Alright, I don't want to get a speeding ticket in here, but it's so hard to just drive at 20. It's literally impossible to drive at 20 kilometers an hour, for God's sakes. I mean, it's like 12 miles an hour, it's like 15 miles an hour, we're just crawling along. Alrighty. Man, the port really is close to Tallinn. I'm surprised they just didn't make the port part of Tallinn. I guess it's technically not, though. It is 10 kilometers away. Those are 2 cities very close together, I must say. There's another truck. Alright, Tallinn, straight ahead. Wow. Yeah, these roads are definitely different. This definitely does not look Scandinavian to me. Here in the old Soviet Union states, right? Tallinn's been a huge growing city in real life. It's where PayPal was formed. A lot of tech startups. I have a friend that's been to Tallinn, and she said it's just an absolutely beautiful little city. So I'm obviously excited to see it in the game. Alright, speed limit 50. We do drive on the right in all these countries. Ah, there goes a train. I think there's actually, I saw in the preview, there's actually streetcars in some of the cities in the Baltic states, which is really cool that they added that in. Haven't had to wait for a train in Euro Truck Sim in a while. It's a long one. That's a long passenger train right there. Alright, gates are up. Let us through. That rail crossing looks very nice. Check out these signs, kind of just like in the air, right above the road. That's interesting looking. Pardu Saue. I have no idea how to pronounce these. I talked about how I butchered the Scandinavian names. Just wait till these. Ah, we have a billboard. Haven't seen a billboard in the game in a while. What do we got? Good food. That does look pretty. Look at that. That looks very tasty. Mmm. I could go for some of that. I remember Pro Mods having a ton of billboards, especially out in Russia. Whoa, don't hit that. That was close. The wheel's a bit more sensitive with the new physics update, I think. But, I do remember there being that in Pro Mods, so I guess Pro Mods did a pretty good job of what this area is like, but I don't think anything can really beat the official SCS map expansions. I was surprised it was 18 US dollars for the map expansion, which is more than I remember the previous ones being, but I guess I had just gotten the previous ones on sale. Alright, here we are, DSV. We didn't get the Tallinn discovered, so thank goodness, guys, because thank goodness I have a truck now, or else I wouldn't even be able to take my next job out of Tallinn. I would have had to go out of the port city. Alright, where do you need it? Ooh, that's gonna be tough. Look at that. That's gonna be very tricky. We gotta figure this one out. Alright, I think I'm just gonna have to, let's see, go down here. I guess I can just kind of go out onto the road, to be honest. I mean, I don't really know if that's proper, but it would work. Alrighty. Yeah. This is totally not, wait, whoa. Ugh. I got myself in a pickle now. Sorry, everybody, I'm on the street. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, you all can go by. Go ahead, bye. I'm just gonna have to loop around here. That was a bad idea. Alright, so I gotta get out on the street without clipping that. Oh, that was a cop. And I almost just ran into him. I gotta be more careful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop. Alright. What did I do? I turned the engine off. What am I doing? I'm hitting all the buttons now. Alright, let's go into reverse. Back this up again. Actually, this might just work. Yeah. All right, I was gonna completely loop around and try it again, but I guess by sheer accident, it's gonna end up working. All right, let's go to the right. More to the right. We're gonna hit the. I don't want to damage my trailer. Yeah, I gotta go forward a bit here. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. I'm just here backing in a delivery on the middle of the road. That's a cool bus. Check that out. That's a Baltic bus, I guess. Alright. Let's go ahead back this in again. Well, this DLC definitely added some new challenging delivery points. There's no... Oh, that didn't sound good. What did I hit? A freaking light post? Are you serious? Oh, come on. Alright, no one's coming, so... Alright, let's get out of that. Back into reverse. Alright. No hitting light post. No hitting more light post. There we go. There we go. Alright, that should just be in the... Alright, that's in the green. I'm gonna accept that, because that was very difficult. Go ahead and put this into park. And unload the cargo. Used packagings delivered from Stockholm to Tallinn. So we made our first delivery, and guys, we also get up to another level. So let's go ahead and see. We could do a job offer from this current company now, which is cool. We could just reload now, but we're gonna go sleep, so we're not gonna do that. So I think I could add more long distance. High value, see rank 2 or rank 3 on any of this, doesn't matter. I think just in time would probably be the best, though, because it unlocks important deliveries. I could add another ADR, but it's useless with my trailer right now. So let's add another just-in-time delivery. I think eco-driving will be the next thing that we're going to want to do. Now that we have a truck, we can actually worry about saving fuel costs. So let's go ahead and look at the map. Let's find a place to sleep, and then we'll do a second delivery. Looks like there should be some stuff right up here, so go ahead and program that in. Alrighty. Thursday, 11:06, so an hour passed. It looks like that's how long it took to unload the cargo. It's about how long it took me to pull into the delivery spot. Alright, lights on, park and brake off. We can turn the brights off. Alright. Into drive, let's get out of here with our trailer intact. Alright, that should cut it. There we go, very good. Okay. Alright, there's a Scania dealer, it looks like. So we found a second one of those, which is nice if we ever expand our garages into this area. Scania truck dealer discovered. Very, very nice. And oh, it looks like that's where I have to sleep, in the actual Scania dealer. That's the only place to park and sleep. That's annoying. All right, I'll make a somewhat illegal U-turn down here, and we'll see how that goes. Lagri. Alright, let's just go ahead and turn here. And then hopefully our turning radius is good enough to make this turn. Yes, it is. Oh, sorry, ambulance. Hope you're not... I hope you don't have any patience that I'm... I hope you don't have any patience that I'm gonna get killed because I'm holding up your traffic. Alrighty, so we'll just go ahead and sleep in the dealer. I usually feel weird about sleeping in a truck dealer parking lot, but I do own a Scania, so I don't think they would mind too much, being that I am one of their customers. Not this specific dealership, but good enough. Good enough. Alright, where is the rest area? It should be down here. That's normally where it is. Is there one? Oh. Press the following key to stop the engine. Okay. What did I just hit? I just hit the engine stop. The wheel was turned sideways. Alright, let's go ahead and reverse that. And let's just sleep here. It's not exactly the best angle to sleep, but it'll do. I think I've run into something. Yeah, I've bumped the... Alright, let's just circle around. There we go. Alright, we'll just sleep like this. It's a weird angle, but it'll work. Parking brake on, engine off. Let's go ahead and rest. First time resting in the game. Alright, good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. Actually, Estonia. Alright, parking brake off. Let's go ahead and find another delivery, since that first one obviously did not take very long to do, even though it was a good 20-some minutes ago. So it'll be a bit of a longer episode, but I want to do longer episodes right now because of the new expansion. So let's go ahead and look at the cargo market. Alright, so we can do out of Tallinn or Podilsky, actually. I wanna stay in this area. That's a long drive. It looks like a lot of these might end up being long. Could go up to Finland. Over to, I really want to go to St. Petersburg. That would be cool. Alrighty, folks. So I decided to not end the episode, actually. So sorry for the weird transition right there. I wanna have a nice long episode for you guys for the Beyond the Baltic Sea. I figured I'd make a long one. So let's go ahead and head to our next delivery. I chose the one going to St. Petersburg. So time to head to the motherland, Russia, and make a nice little delivery. Sunrise looks nice. I'm so excited to drive through all this during the day now. It's gonna be great. Alrighty, yeah, there it is. Sun comes up on Estonia for the first time. At least the first time in my game. I saw some of the YouTubers have had the DLC for a couple days. They got it kind of before everyone else. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I was advanced enough on YouTube to actually have that done. But it could take time. It could take a lot of time. I mean, I'm sure all the other ones started out making a series like mine with just a few views as well. That's what I did with my other series. My baseball series started out with just a couple views, and then it kind of grew from that. And you know, it's a lot easier to get views on a baseball video game than it is on this. So just have to grow it the best I can. I've shared it on the Reddit weekly self-promotion thread, and whoever came here from Reddit, shout out to you. Good to see some Redditors. If you haven't been on Reddit, it's a great community for Euro Truck Sim. There's so much interesting stuff, so many interesting posts. It's a really good way to keep up with everything that's going on, actually. All right. Right turn here. Looks like we kind of have to head back to the port at Podilsky to pick up our cargo before we can head to Russia. But St. Petersburg's like one of the biggest cities that they've added into the game. So, in fact, it's arguably, I mean, it's probably one of the most advanced cities that they've built in all of Euro Truck Sim so far. I think they've added just a ton of detail to it. All right, BLT. Still, I think they've added a lot of new companies into the game. Of course, my Real European Companies mod, I don't know if it's going to affect all the ones here out in this area, so I'll have to wait for the Pro mods to come out with a new company and trailer pack for the new parts of the world, and then I'll eventually add that on. Alright, cargo market. And let's see, we want potatoes. So it's also a important delivery, which is cool. I guess it raises the price a little bit. It's only $1.29 a kilometer, which is not that much. It's more than we made back in the day, obviously. So 22 tons, kind of a heavy load of potatoes. Looks like we'll go through Estonia and into Russia to St. Petersburg. So really heading about as far east as you can in the game. Alright, let's go ahead and load this cargo up. Oh man, I was hoping I could pull up into there, but look, they have it blocked off. It's like with this expansion, they're just trying to make it harder for you to do anything. They're just trying to. Alright, let's put it into reverse. Gotta go this way with the wheel. There we go. That's better. Alright, nice and slow. Straighten it out a little bit. Alright, there we go. Very nice. Let it come in. Now just start turning it a little more. A little sharper. Gotta go way sharper. I underdid it a little. That's why you take your time, though. The tough thing is, as it's still turning, you already got to straighten it out, or else see what's going to happen. It's going to overcorrect like it's about to do right now. So let's go ahead and go into forward, all the way to the right, straighten the trailer out as much as we can. Okay. And back into reverse. Alright, now just bring it out this way. Go ahead, use that right mirror as a reference point. I don't think it's gonna get it. We might have to go forward another time, but let's back up as much as we can. Ah, that does work, but I'm not accepting that. That is, I gotta do a better job than that. That is no good at all. No good at all. Alright. Back into reverse. All the way to the side. And straighten it out. That's still off. Alright, so we gotta hit the wrong button there. We gotta, come on. There we go. Alright, so we gotta actually get the thing over to the right more. So let's go ahead and move it to the right. Then we can straighten it out the best we can. Okay. Alright, nice and slowly here. Get this to line up perfectly. There we go. That's better. I turned too much. I turned too much. Can I correct it? Nope, I went too much to the other side now. So now I gotta go left a little. Alright, straighten this up. Alright, maybe if we just pull straight out now, and then just try to go straight back in. Alright, so it needs to go just a tad to this side. Just a tad, get it started. There we go. And just straighten it in. Alright, that should be good enough. Put into neutral, turn off the engine. And how do we do? Yeah, it's crooked, but that's okay. It's in loading position, so we at least got the back of it properly. So, go ahead, load the cargo, alright. And let's begin our 5-hour and 47-minute journey through Estonia to Russia, and we get to do it all during the daytime now because we can actually sleep at night. So that's pretty nice. Huh, that's like a blocked off parking area. Kind of interesting, must be for employees or something like that. What did I hit? Oh, it went into neutral. Look at me hitting everything I shouldn't be. Alrighty, looks like we got some sort of oil refinery here. Alrighty. Yeah, Stat Oil, they're all through the game. See, I want to be able to get... Oh, maybe with a flatbed trailer you can pick up an oil tanker on the back of it. Maybe that's possible. I doubt it, though. That wouldn't make sense. You probably need a dedicated oil tanker. I have no idea. There's the rail line. This is right back where we came through a few minutes ago. Alrighty. And look how many red lights there are here. That's like 5 That's like 5, 1, 2, 2 up there, 1 there. I guess when you're in Estonia, you're really gonna know whether the light is red or not. There's no way to get that wrong, it seems like. Alright, we'll be there at 3:37 here on this Friday afternoon. Go ahead on the E67. Let's take a look at our route, of course. Looks like it's this 11 up to here in Tallinn, and then it's the 1 all the way to Narva, which we go through, and then there's the border checkpoint into Russia. And then it looks like that will take the A180 to the A118 to St. Petersburg. So, looks like we got a couple different roads that we'll get to be on here. And look at this, the speed limit is 90. Man, does that feel good. I'm used to these 80 speed limits in the rest of Europe, and I tell you, they are so annoying. I think France has 90. England's are a bit faster because they use miles instead of kilometers. And these areas in Europe are quicker. So man, does that feel good to have it a lot higher speed than going 80, because going 80 can be pretty aggravating sometimes, I won't lie. But the question is my truck going to be even able to maintain 90 if I go over a hill or not? I have no idea. I really don't know. What do we got here? A little construction or something going on there. You gotta stay alert with this game, because little things can get you. That's cool. Nice little bridge. So far, this forest, I gotta say, one thing I've noticed already, just going through this forest looks way more dense than the forest in Scandinavia. The forests in Scandinavia are not dense at all. They're very, like, the trees are far apart compared to what it would be like in real life. And I've noticed that it's the same way. It's even worse in like Germany and those parts of the game, where it's even more spread out, the trees, and it really doesn't even feel like you're going through a forest. I think at the time they just didn't have the computers, didn't have the processing power for a dense forest. But I gotta say this. Oh, look at this guy gonna cut me off. Unbelievable. Mr. Arla. Look at that. I have to slow all the way down. That is aggravating. That's alright, the speed limit's down to 70 here anyway, because we got a roundabout coming up. But the forests just look a lot thicker already, and I gotta say that it looks really nice compared to the rest of the game. I mean, Scandinavia's not bad with that. I know, like, the Germany parts and the England parts of the map where there's forest, it is just, to be honest, quite atrocious. It just doesn't look very good at all. Whoa! Wow, what are you doing, buddy? What's going on here? Oh my god. Oh my god! He just backed into me! Are you serious? You gotta be kidding. Thank goodness I didn't take any damage. That guy just totally backed into me. Wow. Huh. That was crazy. That was unfortunate. Alright, I have the right of way here, so you know what? You're gonna let me go, and you're gonna let me go, because the people in the roundabout have the right of way. All these people be cutting me off. Wow, SCS, you gotta look at that. You gotta look at that roundabout there, right near Yori in Estonia, because that is not what you want to see. Especially when you just paid 20 bucks for new DLC. You wanna see traffic that's not gonna. First off, he cut me off, and then he backs right into me. So he pulled the double in terms of crappy driving. Let me turn our lights off. It's plenty light out now at 11 a.m. But that was some of the worst driving I think I've ever seen. Just embarrassing. Alright, looks like we gotta stay at 50, and I think, is that a cop behind us? It is not a cop, but it looked like a cop. Here on this little country road. Oh, looks like that might be Tallinn right ahead. Or whatever city that tower is a part of. That looks pretty cool, though. That's a weird building. Is that like a nuclear reactor up there to the right? I don't know. These little villages look cool, though. Estonia looks like a pretty place. Of course, all these countries are flat, which is the only kind of downside. But when it's this forested and this scenic, it looks real nice. And the haze looks really nice right now, too. I talked about that in the last episode with that morning fog that I had seen. It just looks tremendous. Alrighty. I wish you could go right on red, but I'm pretty sure it would ticket me anyway, so we'll just wait. we'll just wait for the light. Alright, yeah, it says Tallinn over there. So that must be the beginning of Tallinn, which I haven't discovered yet, but that's alright. We'll get there eventually. We will get there eventually. I mean, we can take jobs out of it now, which is good. I don't think it said, but I guess I did. I don't know. I guess I never came up discovered, but it did allow me to take a job out of Tallinn, so I'm not really sure, to be honest. Alright, Peterborough, Narva. No, never heard of any of these places before. Because, of course, this is a new expansion. It's a nice trailer right there. Looks like a refrigerated, extra large one, too. Peterborough. So is that St. Peter's? Is that their word for St. Petersburg? Or is that, is there actually a town in Peterborough? Narva? No, that is for St. Petersburg. So I wasn't sure what that meant, but that must be the Finnish way to say St. Petersburg. Alrighty. Back up to 90. First like true highway that we've been on here in Estonia. I feel like you get to these Baltic states and it's a lot less highway and a lot more like back roads and that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just you know, it took a lot longer to develop this part of Europe than it did Scandinavia due to the whole Soviet Union deal. I think Estonia in its current form only became a country, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, probably. It was probably right around the fall of the Soviet Union, probably 92 or 93 when they actually became an independent country again. I don't know much about the history of it, though. I mean, it's a pretty small country to be driving through, in a definitely a lesser known country as well. I wonder what the highest speed limit is in all of Europe for a truck. I wonder if there's anywhere we can go 100. I think it's in England. I think in England we can go like 62 miles an hour, which kind of works out to be 100. That's an interesting power substation there, or whatever that is. Little village there. Holy cow. I thought I just got a ticket for something. Loan installment in total of 556 was paid. Okay. So basically we got to make more than that loan every day. That's the thing. I got to see how much money I'm going to make every day. I mean, we're only making what is this delivery going to pay us? It's oh, we got some traffic here. Let's slow down. Looks like the speed limit goes down. Let's go ahead and get over because this merges. We're going to get 588. So this delivery barely is enough to cover our loan. Of course, we can fit two of them in a day. So if we fit, you know, I mean, we could theoretically make $1,000 a day, which is what I'm gonna have to try to do. And then depending on what we make per average per day, will determine will basically determine how much the chance that I'm gonna buy another truck, upgrade the garage. The problem is that's another $1,000 in loans, and I know my drivers, they're gonna make a little bit less than me a day because I'm gonna have to pay them a portion of the money as well. So, you know, that's the thing. And now I gotta pay for fuel. Now I gotta, you know, have all these other expenses. So I just don't know if we're gonna be there yet before we can afford another truck. And we might actually have to, you know, make money. I mean, we're at 113,000, so we're not far away from affording it, but we still need like 170, 180,000 to just buy another truck without a loan, and we still would need another loan because it's $300,000 to upgrade my garage in Stockholm. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like I could take out one more loan and make $1,000 a day with me and another driver. I feel like that could work. Oh, look at that! A tree fell in the river. Oh, a tree fell in the river and there was water flowing. Like, you could see where it was making waves from when the water would hit it. That was really cool. I like to see stuff like that in the game. They've really done a good job of making the game feel more lifelike, you know? They've done a fantastic job of that. Oh, I hate these speed limits still. It went up to 90 for very briefly and then back to 70. You would think that in the new DLCs they would fix that problem, but it seems like they haven't really been able to do such a thing, which is very annoying. I just don't understand why it has to be like that. That's a cool building on the left. What is that? That's a big facility right there. I'm sure there's some sort of special, some type of cool delivery that you can take out of that. And these windmills look unique. Look at the shape of the blades on the wind turbines. That's really cool. Wow. This looks fantastic. I gotta say, so far, SCS has really knocked it out of the park. There's so many things to see, so much cool things to drive around, and it's just in a flat piece of land too. I mean, it kind of, it's like Sweden and Poland put together almost. I feel like driving through this area. What's that? A parking area? I guess I could sleep there. It's like a little rest stop area. That's kind of cool. All right, Peterborough. Only 3 hours, 8 minutes now. Field looks nice. Those trees look nice on the horizon. This all looks beautiful. Tartus to the right. I think that's one of the other bigger cities in Estonia. I'm not sure. I don't know. Again, I don't know too much about... I only know about Tallinn. I don't know too much about the rest of the country. It's pretty awesome that we're actually... I just still can't believe we're driving through a whole new part of the world. It makes me wonder, in like 20 years, what if they extend the map all the way so you can drive around the whole world? Imagine being able to drive from like Australia, take a ferry, and then you take that to like Asia, like Vietnam, you drive all the way through China, drive all the way through all that, up through Russia, through Europe, to Iceland, you can take a ferry to Greenland, you take a ferry to Canada, and then you can link up with American Truck Sim. Imagine if the whole game ended up being like a world truck simulator. That would be quite the advancement. Oh, look at that. That's very scenic. Very scenic out there. Very well done. But if they imagine like a world truck simulator in the future where just the whole world is represented, that would be quite a crazy thing for them to eventually do. I mean, I don't think it would ever happen, because imagine the amount of time that it would take would just be ridiculous. It would take forever to add something like that. Alrighty. Narva. So we'll get to discover a city. That's a cool little entrance sign. I gotta say, it does feel like the Pro Mods area of the map. It really does feel like it. So they've done a good job, kind of, you know, representing. Pro Mods did a good job representing it, because it's very similar to this. So I'm guessing that the Pro Mods team does a very good job. Alright, I hope it... Are we not going to get the Narva discovered? There we go. Narva discovered. And oh, okay, 3 out of 35. So we did discover Tallinn. So that's good. And that's kind of nice. We get to discover a city without even having to make a delivery to it. Because we got to pass, you know, in Sweden and Germany and all those areas, the highways just kind of go around the cities. I guess not here, though. They kind of just end through it because they don't have the same highway system that the rest of Europe does here in Eastern Europe. And you can tell the buildings look a little older. They look a little more run down, a little bit different. Estonia is a growing country. Things are, you know, quality of life is shot up a ton there, but it's still nowhere near what Sweden is. There's no doubt about that. Okay. What do we got here? Another traffic jam. These traffic jams have been a mess. Oh, and it looks like this is the border crossing right here. Yep. Is that a... What color was that light? It was like flashing. That was kind of weird. Alrighty. Here we go. Into Russia. Kind of a weird border crossing, isn't it? It's another thing SCS said they might do, is actually change the border crossings. So I guess, can I just go straight to this one? I guess so. That's cool. See, there's people on top that can kind of look at your truck and check it out. I like that. Alrighty, let's go ahead and stop here. Start the border check, press enter. Checking your documents, please wait. Give you my passport, give you all my trucking documents, what I got on board, making sure I'm not smuggling drugs or anything into Russia. Let's let this guy go. He was there ahead of me anyway. Alrighty, we are through. Welcome to Russia, ladies and gentlemen. Shows you how small Estonia is. We drove through the whole country in like 20 minutes. Didn't take very long at all. And look at this building up ahead. That's a really cool looking building right there. So I guess Narva is in Estonia, but it must be a border. It must be like a border city between Estonia and Russia. There's not many border cities in Euro Truck Sim that are like right next to two different countries. It seems to be a fairly rare thing. Yeah, I'm looking at it in person, and in fact, That is how, the only difference is the border crossing is over a little bit of a river to go into Russia. I didn't, maybe it kind of crossed over the river back there. I didn't really see it. Ivanograd Fortress is the name of that fortress up ahead, looking at it on Google Maps. But Narva, the road really does come into the middle of Narva like that, so that's one thing that's amazing, is how amazingly detailed and realistic they make these. To think this building here actually exists in real life, and it's actually exactly where it is in Russia, right on the Estonian border. So that's just such a cool thing. All right, customs control zone. We are out of it now. Oh, this must be the river here. Oh, there's another checkpoint. Okay. So maybe that's not the... This is the fortress on the other side. I see. So that's leaving Estonia, and then there's another checkpoint to get into Russia. It's weird. It's like a double border crossing. So there's the river. And now, here's the Russian flag. So now we're in Russia. So the river is in fact the border. So that was just leaving Finland. So they have a little castle thing in Finland, it looks like, too. And then the fortress, Ivanograd Fortress or whatever it was called, is actually in Russia. So now we're actually into Russia. Yeah, the stop sign's in Russian as well. So we can give the Russians our documents. I don't know why you have to go through it twice. It's kind of weird. I guess that's how it is with Russia and the rest of the EU. For the border crossings, because I mean, I've driven between the U.S. and Canada twice, and the border crossing is very, very simple. It's just whatever country you're going into. When I drove into Canada, I didn't have to talk to any Americans. I just talked to the Canadians, and they just ask for your passports. They ask how long you're going to be there. It takes 30 seconds, and then all of a sudden you're through the border into Canada. It's not a hard process at all. Ivanograd. Guess that's the little village we're in. Alrighty. So now I can officially say welcome to Russia. I guess I lied to you guys the first time. We are actually here though, and I think, are you gonna go? Are you gonna cut me off? Yeah, you're gonna cut me off. Y'all gonna cut me off, aren't you? Alright, let's see if I can go. Alright. Hey, it's a Braco van. I made that delivery not too long ago. Hey, there's some Russians. Leaving Ivanograd now. Cool little town on the border. What's that? That's cool looking too. Alright, so now in the largest country in Europe. Of course, only a small portion's in the map now. Moscow's not here yet. It will be eventually. Looks like the signs are in Russian and English. I'm guessing that's how it is in real life, or did they just change that for the game? Honestly, don't know. But man, the traffic getting through this area has just been horrendous. Oh, it's a red light, I see. We've been behind this Skoda truck for a long time. This has been the longest 5-hour delivery ever. I see why Sweden, it's a little bit easier to get around. A 5-hour delivery down to like Jönköping or whatever from Stockholm. It's not very difficult. You just get on the highway, get off the highway, and then all of a sudden you're there. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and wait for the light to turn green, and of course we gotta wait for all these other trucks, because they're gonna have the right of way. I do like how it turns yellow before it turns green. It lets you like be prepared, you know? Alright, we'll just creep as far forward as we can. Look at all these trucks, 5 in a row. Russia's full of them today. Alright, light's about to turn red, so we're already past it, so it won't be running a red light. And there we go. So as you can see, it looks like we only really got 1 or 2 trucks through for the light. That other guy's way ahead now. I don't even know where he ended up. Alright, just 139 kilometers from St. Petersburg now. Look how nice the sky looks. Look at the trees on the horizon. Man, that is a beautiful sky. I can't say I've seen it quite this good before. Crossing another body of water here. Very scenic. Very, very nice. That looks amazing. Alrighty, let's not speed on this bridge. Alright, St. Petersburg straight ahead. So it looks like we'll be on the A180 here. Speed limit's only 70. I wonder if the speed limit in Russia is just that low, or this isn't just a freeway, so that's probably why. It's kind of a different type of highway. Yeah, it's down to 60 here, so it's more of a back road. I'm hoping it's 90 on the main highways in Russia. But then again, once again, in this part of Europe, it's a lot less main highways and a lot more back roads. Look at that church. That is gorgeous. Ooh. The blue colors on that. I love Russian Orthodox churches. They really are pretty. I must say, they really are pretty. What's not pretty is billboards. And I'm thankful for the fact that Sweden and Scandinavia does not have them, because I am not a fan. Alright, let's see. We just gotta keep following the advisor. Only an hour 43 minutes down. It's already, like, look at that. It's already almost sunset. It's gonna be dark by the time we get there. I gotta get rid of that sunset mod while I'm in this part of it. I'm gonna do that for next episode. I know I keep saying it, but I'm actually gonna do it since I haven't made it winter yet. That'll be in January. We'll actually make it wintertime. One thing I want to say is I'm excited for the new types. I think there's new types of cargo, but I'm not really gonna be able to haul them because of my trailer. So that's kind of disappointing. As much as I'd like to, I'm trying to make some money here, and I'm trying to enjoy my new truck and trailer together. Oh, looks like we got a cop up here. Make sure we're going the speed limit as we pass him. Did he get somebody? What's going on? Wonder if there was an accident? Yeah, looks like there was a little vehicle accident. How do you crash like that? Come on. It's just a regular road. Like, how do you run into the back of someone? I know what I need. I need one of those Russian dash cams now. As you know, as most of us who have been on YouTube have known, there's plenty of Russian dash cam videos, and they're all hilarious. Some of them are scary, of just crashes that happen in Russia. It's the craziest thing ever. Alright, another big old roundabout. That's a cool little statue in the middle there. Probably a shrine to Putin or something like that. Guess I can't say anything too bad about the government while I'm in this country. All jokes aside, I would like to visit Russia. I think it's got an incredible culture. I love the Orthodox churches. I love the architecture. I love the history. I mean, it's clearly got its problems, but it just seems like a really rich place culturally. I don't really know what the food's like, though. I can't really say I know much about Russian food. But Russia just seems like a really cool place to visit. My friend who's been to Estonia has also been to St. Petersburg, and she said that it's quite a place. The poverty's quite bad. The quality, the way people live is a lot different than America and the rest of Europe. And it's a huge city apparently too, just absolutely colossal. I mean, we're already seeing skyscrapers and we're 70 kilometers out, so I don't really know what this area is, but clearly there's a lot of population in this area. Alrighty, let's turn our lights on, because it's getting nighttime already. Oh good, we can go 90 on the highway, so that's good. And look at this, it's a four-lane highway too. Is that an airport? That is an airport. Wow, that's a grass strip on the side of the highway. Well, ain't that cool? Oh, there's a big plane. Where's the runway? He's got his lights on. It's a 737. Where's the actual runway? I guess sign for the airport for the exit. I guess he can taxi to where... I guess it's up there. That must be the actual runway. My, oh my. Is there a... There's no cargo spot for the airport. I guess we're passing through some sort of large airport. It must be the St. Petersburg airport. It must just be really far outside of the city. Wow. Well, that is strange. Okay, I see something to the right that might be the airport. Yeah, there is. So there is a cargo terminal for it. It's just way on the other side. Way down there somewhere. That's cool. I know that the St. Petersburg, we're on the, like, the beltway around St. Petersburg. the outer loop, and apparently, like, that's been one of the main things in the Beyond the Baltic Sea DLC that they've been trying to hype up. And it's been one of the biggest parts of the project are the St. Petersburg expansions. So that's definitely kind of cool. Mako Bakyo. Obviously, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Russian's a weird-looking language because it looks like English, the letters, but they're a little bit different. And obviously, the pronunciation is different, and some of the letters are just a little bit different. It's the Cyrillic script is what they use instead of the Roman alphabet. But it looks very similar, and some of the letters are the same. I mean, they got, like, E like we do, and I just don't know if it's pronounced the same, though. It's probably a totally different letter in their alphabet. But it's weird, because it's a different alphabet, but it looks a lot like ours. Kind of an interesting language, for sure. Alrighty, what are we doing, buddy? What are we doing? Haven't gotten that St. Petersburg discovered yet, but as I said, good thing I own a truck. And we got here right at the perfect time, because it's just about dark. Of course, we're in the city, and the moon's out, so it's kind of a bright night. I have that Dark Nights mod. Haven't really gotten to use it yet, because I'm driving during the day now, ironically. There we go, St. Petersburg discovered, and that is already our 4th Baltic city, so 4 down, 31 left to go. Oh, this is sharp. HKX in a thing of a train. Interesting. Alrighty, so is this a rail yard we're delivering to, it looks like? I guess so. I guess it's some sort of a rail yard. HKX. Alrighty. Let's see what they... why would they want potatoes? Maybe the potatoes are going on the train and then they're going to take them further into Russia, maybe down to Siberia or something like that. I guess a rail yard would kind of want those kind of things to put on the train. Perhaps it's cheaper to truck them over than it is to run a train from Estonia to here. Alrighty, so let's put it into reverse, and let's slowly back into our designated parking location. Turn it nice and sharp. Straighten it out, see how we're doing. Is there another one next to us that we're gonna hit? Yeah, there is, so we gotta go forward again. There's always one next to yours, it seems like. There's always one next to the one that I have to deliver into. Alright, I can't see it all, so we're gonna cheat a little bit. It's a problem with a video game is the mirrors are quite small because it is only a computer screen. It's a 32-inch monitor, but you can still only see so much. Alrighty. Back that in. Get it nice and straight. Get it the other way. There we go. Alright, that's green. It's good enough. It's been a long episode, so I'm not going to take forever perfecting this one. Let's go ahead and stop the engine. Engine is turning off, and go ahead and unload. And that, folks, is it. It took us 8 hours and 2 minutes. It was supposed to take us 5.5 hours. It took us 8 hours, too. So I guess that's what traffic delays will do here in Russia. We'll take another job from our current company in the next episode, guys. But for now, that's going to be it. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. We got plenty of more driving around Russia and different areas, obviously. It's going to be fun. For now, though, we'll see you next time. I'm Mr. F-Like 9916. Peace.